Did you know it's a scientific fact that the universe expands and contracts? Did you know that in the contraction phase, the planet receives an energy burst approximately every 50 years? The Quran identifies this in Surah, chapter 7, verse 187. It is momentous in the heavens and the earth. It will not come to you but of a sudden. It is scientifically shown that the planet receives an energy wave approximately every 50 years. When the planet receives this energy wave, it affects the whole planet. When the planet receives this burst of energy, we get more energized. Today we are going to discuss its effects on the original nation's emotions and mindset. The original nation suffered from energy deprivation, and you can see the change in the energy of the planet from the actions of the nations. There are two different groups of blacks here in America. One group is the original nation. The other group of blacks are the house Negroes, masses black-faced children from raping the original woman. They are skin folk, sisters and brothers, but not kin folk. They are demons, which means half devil and half man. Demons have the skin tone of their original mother, but the bloodline and nature of their devil fathers. And it is a scientific, biological fact that you are the seed of your father. So there are two different natures within the black community. 17 million original and 17 million demons. 34 million blacks in America altogether. And half of them are a hybrid nation. They look like us, they talk like us, but they are not us. They are camouflaged in with the original nation. In the 1820s, there were two classifications, two groups of black people, sisters and brothers. The field Negroes were in the fields because we are the original nation. And the house Negroes were in Massa's house because they are the devil's children. Massa's children. House Negroes. So as we go through this historical timeline, we will see that every time the planet receives an energy burst of approximately every 50 years, there are two different visions between the black community, the demon vision and the saints vision. In this video, we will explore how these two different visions have evolved and become more defined with each energy burst. We also produce a new musical sound, which is a reflection of our emotions, the original nation's emotions. And it affects the atmosphere, and it also changes the world. The universe started to contract in the 1860s, and that is when we received our first energy burst.
In the 1860s, we saw two different frames of mind, with the field Negroes and the house Negroes. The field Negroes broke their chains, left the plantation, and became city dwellers. We wanted to get far away from massa. The house Negroes stayed on the plantation and became sharecroppers. They did not want to leave massa because they are his black-faced children from rape. The field Negroes were energized by the energy burst. However, we had nothing, so we felt blue. Feeling blue is to feel sad, unhappy, or gloomy. This is due to us having nothing. But we were free from the plantation, and that's all we wanted. As a result, a new sound came from our minds, which was called the blues. Music is a reflection of our emotions, which is why the blues era started in the 1860s when we broke our chains.
Approximately 50 years later, we received our second energy burst, and this was in the 1920s.
In the 1920s, the Eurocentric movement and the Afrocentric movement showed us the growing divide between the original blacks, formerly known as the field Negroes, and the European blacks, formerly known as the house Negroes. The Eurocentric movement was the mind frame of the house Negroes, who are Europeans, but in black skin. W.E.B. Du Bois' grandfather, on his paternal side, was French. French is European. So Du Bois, having the bloodline of his father, was a black-skinned European. He had a Eurocentric perspective. Du Bois wanted to get political power and civil rights so that he could get closer to his European fathers. On the other hand, the Afrocentric movement reflected the Afro perspective of the original nation. Marcus Garvey launched the Back to Africa movement. Noble Drew Ali spoke about reclaiming our African roots. Massa Farad Muhammad also came around this time and taught about the true identity of the original man, the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. We were not called niggas anymore. We had a sense of self-worth. Music is a reflection of the original nation's emotions. Approximately every 50 years, the planet receives a burst of energy. And during this energy wave, we found out that we were from Africa and not just some Americans' property. This made us feel jazzy. Feeling jazzy means feeling lively, excited, and energetic. A new sound came from our minds, which was called jazz. The jazz era started in the 1920s when we received the second energy wave.
Approximately 50 years later, we received our third energy burst, and this brings us to the 1960s.
In the 1960s, there was two mindsets of black people. The demons had a dream, and the saints had a vision. Integration versus separation. Martin Luther King preached integration. The demons wanted civil rights. They wanted to live in the suburbs, work and eat with their devil fathers. They wanted welfare and voting rights. They wanted their devil fathers to accept them and take care of them. because they are his black-skinned children. Elijah Muhammad preached total separation. The saints learned that the devil is our open enemy and that he cannot be reformed. We wanted nothing to do with the devil's system. We did for self, producing our own food, clothing, and shelter. We had a vision, and the vision was to do for self until the time came when we would leave America for good. We knew that we would be fools to stay in the land of our imprisonment. Music is a reflection of the original nation's emotions. Approximately every 50 years, the planet receives a burst of energy. During the 1960s, we learned that we are the gods of the planet Earth. The knowledge on top of the energy the planet just received had an effect on our mood. Music is a reflection of our emotions, so we invented Motown music. This is the sound that came from our minds. The Motown music era, starting in the 1960s when we received our third energy wave.
Now, in the 2020s, we are due for our fourth energy burst.
In the 2020s, we are beginning to experience our fourth energy burst. This energy burst will be like no other, sisters and brothers. During this time, we will see two different visions reach their peak between blacks here in America. One group of blacks will be following after Martin Luther King with integration. He preached to blacks about taking over America and wanting to heal and stay here in America. This is the demon's vision. And the other group of blacks would want 100% separation, following in Elijah Muhammad's footsteps. A complete breakout, meaning to leave America for good, back to our land that God gave his word to give to the seed of Abraham in the Bible, the Abrahamic covenant. This is the original nation's vision. With each energy burst, we see a leader emerge from each group of black people that represents each path. A person representing the path of separation, and a person representing the path of integration. The two visions of the two groups of blacks have not changed. They have gotten more intense with each energy wave. The demons want to stay in America, break in, gain full control, and change the fabric of America, while the saints want to leave America and take our land, Arabia, back. Two totally different visions with different outcomes. So what would be the attitude and language of the leader of the demons? Let's play a clip.
I believe that America can be beautiful. How can America be made beautiful? Now, family, listen. My brother Imam Warakuddin and I have had disagreement, but his followers and mine have never given each other as much as a bloody nose. Because in spite of our differences, there's a deep love in us. We don't like the things about our nation that is not good, but I don't want to live anywhere else. But I want America to be made right. I don't want to see America go the way of Rome and Babylon and Sodom and Gomorrah. But why won't she go that way? If the men of religion and the women of religion keep silent.
Yes. When the Muslims were alive, I'll say it again. When the Muslims were alive, you dead as hell now on both sides.
Yes, sir, brother Minister. Yes, we are. Yes, sir.
That's real, brother. That's right. Both sides.
That's real. Wake us up, dear apostle.
When we was alive, we set up schools.
That's right.
When we were alive, we had supermarkets.
That's right. That's right.
We owned buildings.
That's right.
We owned farmland.
That's right.
We were busy doing something,
Right.
hiring our people.
That's right.
Well, I'm telling the Muslims, damn it, if you don't come alive, you will die like you are. And I will say, thank you, Allah, because if they're not doing nothing on top of the earth, let the worms eat their ass.
Louis Farrakhan, a black-skinned Caucasian, is a demon. He is preaching how much he loves America and wants to stay here, while expressing how much he hates the original nation, accusing us, while speaking highly of America, the very nation that afflicted the original nation. Farrakhan is clearly on the side of America because he has the mindset and bloodline of a devil. Now, what would the leader of the original black man and original black woman in America be preaching? Let's play a clip.
Assalamu alaikum, sisters and brothers. Suleiman Rahim here, Messenger of the Covenant, Breaker of Seven Seals. It's time to go home, brothers and sisters. As promised, you will return home after your 400 years of captivity, 1619 to 2019, 2020, beginning of your return home. But there'll be great resistance. And one of your primary resistors is Mr. Farrakhan, who is the son of a devil. He's not the seed of Abraham, so that covenant does not apply to him. He's against that covenant. He's an agent of your enemies. So we must remove the demons. As it says, my job is to remove the demons, the chaff, separate the chaff from the wheat. He's the chief demon, Legion, Louis Eugene Grounds, and right backwards, whose primary mission is to deceive you, confuse you, deter you, even destroy you. That's not going to be accomplished. You're going home, brothers and sisters, those of you who want to go home. If your desire is to go home, then you're going home. Just follow the message. We're giving you a clear message to go home. Clear message. No one wants any money from you. No one wants to control you. It's giving you the clear map, GPS, to get home. Just follow the message of the angel. Just follow that message. That's the angel. And apply the discipline of the 5 pillars. And you will return home safely, securely, forever, at peace and security. Especially our sisters. You will no more be abused, attacked, afflicted upon by our enemies, no more ever. Assalamu alaikum.
the messenger of the covenant, Joshua the Messiah, is preaching the Abrahamic covenant and leading us home to our promised land. The original nation has a vision to unite under. So, sisters and brothers, at this time, you can clearly see the difference between the two visions. And at this point, this is when the complete separation will take place. Because the demons, those who want to stay here in America, will hate the saints, those who want to get out of America. And the saints are going to hate the demons, because the demons have a different vision, and that is to stay here in America. Music during this time will be a sound of victory. We will soon be rejoicing. A new music and sound is on the horizon, sisters and brothers, because music is a reflection of our emotions, and we affect the atmosphere with our music, because music is a collection of physical vibrations that creates sound waves and currents which affect how the air moves. Soon, sisters and brothers, we are going to realize that we control the atmosphere. Not complete control, but soon, through discipline, we will have enough power to control our atmosphere to the point that we will control it for our benefit, as a weapon for when our enemies attack us during the tribulations that is soon to come. We don't need guns, knives, and bombs, because our control of the atmosphere is also our control of the weather. And weather is more powerful than an atomic bomb, sisters and brothers. The devil's weapons and systems cannot function properly when the weather is bad. So no weapon formed against us shall prosper. The original nation is about to produce a new sound, a long-awaited victory, and a final breakout from America.